Hi guys, welcome to this episode. Today I'm in a reflective mode, and I was just looking at this Canon 7D, and I'm just looking at what made this camera so special, what made it so amazing, and why so many of us on this channel, and other channels I suppose, really still love this particular camera. So for me, there are some real nice things that I really liked on this camera, to tell you the truth. The first one was, I have to admit, if I switch it on, was this toggle button. I really found this toggle button really useful, and it had like a little tiny grip on it, and I really sort of kind of enjoyed sort of hovering through the various features of this camera. You know, it just worked very seamlessly. So at the moment I'm in creative auto mode, and if I press the Q button, you know, now if I toggle through this, it was very quick. So whenever you were on job or you did a filming job sort of back in the days, it was really seamless to use. It was just quick, and you know, you can hover through things. I don't know, a lot of the cameras nowadays are touchscreen, but I just really enjoyed the feel of this. So this wheel here that you know, kind of sort of allowed me to pivot through all the various features was a really nice feature on this particular model. I also like this, you know, this wheel here as well, and again the feel of it, you know, the actual feel of this wheel. You know, this is an old camera and it still feels pretty good. I've had some sort of students go and film with this Canon 7D using an 18 to 55mm standard kit lens, and they've been impressed with the quality. They've downloaded the footage, put it in sort of Premiere and After Effects, and they said, you know what, Mo, this footage is not bad. You know, like I said, these are the sort of smartphone sort of users who are accustomed to sort of small screen, high quality video content, but not unaware of the fact that when you blow the footage up, it's not going to look as amazing. So they were really impressed with the quality of the footage. I really liked the little kind of elements that allowed you to open things up, like these dots, for example. You know, the feel of it to open up your flash card was a real nice feature, I think. You know, so I'm looking at features really more than anything else that I really sort of appreciate using this camera for. I really like the grip, you know, the grip that it had. Like, you know, these newer cameras I'm looking at, they look quite plasticky, quite very light, almost like a smartphone. And I really liked, and I'm sure some of you guys out there probably liked it as well, the grip and the feel. And the actual weight of it, you know, it felt like a camera of some substance. And, you know, there was a level of, you know, professionalism when you held one of these things in your hand. It felt great. You felt like you had a professional camera and you were shooting some amazing shots. You know, could I say that the newer cameras have that same feel? Well, it's questionable and probably debatable. So I did really like that. They are very old school features, this feel of the camera. I like the trigger button here and this wheel here as well, to allow you to move through various things, which was very useful as well. So again, if I go back to my menu, so I've got no card in there as well. So hang on a minute, there we go. So if I go back to my menu, and if I click on this button, Q button, so it's just the feel of it for clicking from Q, going down, moving, hovering through this was just such a nice camera, you know. The hot shoe was really robust as well. You know, when I've gone through quite a few flash guns, and it's never sort of kind of like failed on me, which is, you know, amazing for a camera that's almost, what, 12, 13 years old. I like the audio. So there's these three little audio icons here, and the audio that it picks up. I know some of the newer cameras are far better, but I just felt like the audio was really good. And you know, clients never noticed, Adrian. Some clients I filmed videos for never really complained about the audio on this particular model. I know probably I should have put a Rode mic on at the time, but some shots I shot just with the camera, and it did a decent job in post. So that was really nice. The weight of it, the absolute weight of it, you know, the sheer weight of it is just a lovely sort of camera. So yeah, guys, I'm in a nostalgic mode. You know, nostalgic mode is on today, and I'm just talking about what I think made this camera great. Inbox me if you think anything else was great. You're probably going to talk about the settings. I would have thought you probably would have talked about all these buttons here, but for me, it was, you know, I've had a few Canons, I've had a few Nikons, and I've had a few Sonys, but I just felt this one was the most easiest to use for a professional camera or semi-professional camera. I found the sort of buttons easy to navigate through, and they were sort of very they weren't cumbersome, and they weren't, you know, once you figured out where they were, you just literally went like that and just went through whatever settings you needed to change, which was really, really cool. The digital viewfinder as well was cool. And again, I think it was this button here. So if I sort of do that, the digital viewfinder with its, so I suppose if I put it through on manual mode, let's try that. So if I put it on manual mode, and if I press this button here, if you can see that, I really like that. See the way you can change the focus points on this camera. I don't know if you can see the dots through the viewfinder, digital viewfinder, but just by pressing this button here and looking through here, you could change the focus points. And I really, really like that when I shoot it in manual, because it was quick. So I'm in AF mode, I click on this and I literally pivot through my focus points. And so when you're shooting group shots, that was a really, really useful feature. So yeah, just an amazing camera. Some of the features that I really thought were amazing about it. Obviously, I've got a standard kit lens. I'm not talking about this really. But again, even taking the lens out was such a nice, you know, you look inside, it's such a beautiful bit of metal, and you put it back in, and it just, you know, it just clips back in so seamlessly. And for an old camera, you know, they really made these so well. And I wish, I really wish they didn't discontinue this particular model, and they evolved it into something more than it is, you know, because there's a lot of people out there in this channel and other channels that are very appreciative of this amazing camera. So yeah, guys, nostalgic mode, what made this camera amazing? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you for the next one.